Hi guys, thank you so much for joining in. Today we're gonna go live with Priyanka Bhatt, which who is the author of Minuscules, and we're gonna talk about her journey and her book, the poetry collection. So we're just gonna wait for her to join in. This book contains poems and short stories as well. I think I have reviewed and read this book around 2 years ago. So yeah, it's a long time. But this book still holds, a special place in my heart. So yeah. Okay. Try to speak louder. Here she is. I'm just gonna invite her. Hi.
Hi, uh,
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you?
Yeah, thank you. I'm good, Alhamdulillah. How are you? Thank you so much for joining in, and I really appreciate it.
I
How's your
think
day going?
something is wrong. I cannot see myself very clearly. It got stuck,
Um,
maybe.
do you wanna reconnect? Maybe.
Yes, I think, yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Just a bit network issues. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. So just is it all good now?
Uh, I mean, can you see me talking when
Yeah,
I cannot see myself talking? Okay, then it's fine.
we can see you. I don't know. Maybe it's some network issue or something.
Yeah, it's okay. You can hear me. All good.
Yeah, yeah, all good.
Okay, okay. Let's
Can you
start.
hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you properly.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for doing this, first of all. I really
It's
appreciate
my
it.
pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, so I have, can you please give a brief introduction about yourself? Like, what do you do
Uh,
and
yeah, yeah. So, hi everyone. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Priyanka Bhatt, and I'm an English teacher by profession. So, I have like lots of children whom I teach. And apart from being a teacher, I'm also a poet. And I keep on writing and writing, scribbling, you can say. And then I just came up with my first book, a collection of micro tales and short stories, minuscules. So yeah, I just started writing maybe like I took this decision maybe in 2017.
so
So it's been three
you're
years.
you're always into writing and poetry and stuff, or you just started on 2017?
No. I was not into writing, to be very honest. So when I was a student, when I was in class 10 or 11, so I had this diary. I am sure like many people have. And so they keep on writing about their daily happenings and their feelings, expressing whatever they cannot say out loud in front. So that way I started scribbling, to be very honest. And I never knew that I could publish these things. So when I did my course of creative writing from British Council, that point of time, someone introduced me to this Instagram poet called Rupi Kaur, and then actually I was like awestruck. I mean, I never thought that you can actually publish what you feel. So it doesn't have to be a long story. It doesn't have to be a novel. It doesn't have to be like whatever you are feeling, even if it's like two lines, you can publish it. So she actually, indirectly, she gave me the courage, and I took this decision of like self-publishing my.
That's great to hear. So, can you share more about the book? Like,
Yeah.
what it's
So
about? And
yeah, so Minuscules is like my third baby. My first two, they were like English guidebooks based on ICSE and ISC syllabus. And then I actually started writing micro tales. So I'm sure many of you know what a micro tale is. It's like writing less and conveying more. So I started writing micro tales and I saw that it's quite a collection. Like I could write maybe more than 100. So at that point of time, I started like accumulating like, okay, this can be published, or no, this is not good. Okay, let's maybe make it better. So that way I collected more than 100 micro tales, also a few short stories. And I actually saw that writing can be a friend, and it can be a friend in the sense that that point of time I was going through a very difficult phase. I started feeling lonely, and so I just took it up like a form of writing. Maybe that would heal me. I mean, I won't say I took it up. I would say writing like took me, or rather, I did not deliberately think of writing poetry. Maybe poetry just started pouring. So that way, minuscules happen, and it doesn't have poetry, but it has micro tales and short stories. That way,
very
it happens.
nice. And I can totally agree with you. Writing is like your best friend. Like
Yeah,
even
exactly. It's so
there's a saying that book is your friend, so is writing. That it gives you so much peace of mind that like you
true.
feel it. Yeah.
You feel
So
happy, or rather, yeah,
I agree completely. Like I can relate to it because I do the same. Whenever I feel
uh,
down, lonely, or anything, I just write stuff. What am I going through and everything. So yeah, it feels amazing after you just uh, do that. So
yeah, true, true.
can you share more about the writing process? Like how long did it took?
It took me, to be honest, maybe 3 or 4 months. Because if you check my Instagram profile, I keep on updating, I keep on posting my pieces, my poetry pieces. At that point of time, I was posting micro tales every day. So, like two micro tales like each day. So that way, I didn't have to think a lot that okay, I'll be taking 6 months to write or maybe 1 year to write. No, it didn't happen to me like that. But if I can exactly tell you a time period, then maybe 3 to 4 months for the whole process to complete. So at first, I started like sending query letters to the traditional publishers, and as usual, I was rejected. And then I decided that why wait for such a long time when you can actually self-publish it? Why give the power to someone else to decide? So that's when I contacted another publishing house, and then I self-published. And then it was like an incredible journey.
Yeah, and it's whenever you get rejected by a company or publisher or anything, it's like it gets very hard for us, but it's great that you kept on trying.
True, that's the only thing, I mean, I can. After getting rejected, that's
Yeah,
the only thing you can do is to try again.
Yeah,
It's
and
sure that you'll
you
fail, but then we'll have to keep on trying.
100%.
Yeah.
So, which is your favorite poem from the book? Micro
From
dwells,
this,
or it
from
can
this
be some story as well.
minuscule,
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you one. Just a sec. There are many actually. Mm, wait, mm, just, yeah. So I like to read out.
Yes,
It's
please.
yeah. So Ram often visited the mosque and Rahim the temple. Their devotion satisfied the gods, not the people.
Very nice. Okay, so
Yeah,
I have a small request as well. Like I have
yeah.
marked my favorites. So can you
Okay,
please read the microtale named Fear? It's on
just a
page number
sec. Can
90.
you page number? Just a sec.
90.
90. Mm, I'm just searching. Yeah, okay, fear. So he stood at the edge of the cliff, too afraid to jump into the cool waters. I have to let it go. Fear lost, adventure won.
Like this holds a very special place in my heart. Like I even underlined the last line. I remember
Okay,
reading it on like I think on 2018 only. I was on a trip somewhere and I took this book with me. So yeah, it was great, like while reading it and you're on a journey as well.
okay. So I mean, you found it very relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
So do you like reading as well?
I do. I don't get, I mean, I don't get quite a lot of time because I have to teach like 3, 4 batches a day. So, like, still, whatever amount of time I get, I try to read.
So are you reading anything currently that you would like to share?
I'm rereading actually Albert Camus, The Outsider.
Nice.
I'm rereading,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
there's one question that I like to ask everyone. Okay, so if you could
Uh,
recommend only one book to anyone,
ah,
to the person
yeah,
who may, not started reading yet, like they haven't read anything, so this would be their
okay.
first book. So which book would that be?
I would suggest any book by Ruskin Bond, or if it's an adult, he or she can definitely any day can read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I mean, it's a modern classic.
Okay, so what inspired you to write? Was it the same thing that you mentioned before, or there's some another story?
Now, what inspired me to write would be my past, my loneliness, my experiences that I went through, that phase of time, I mean, that phase of life. And I thought that, I mean, I was just sinking to the bottom and maybe I'll not find my way up. Uh, that actually took me there. And I started just writing and just started pouring out whatever was inside. And I'm so glad I did it.
So, how? the writing and being an author, debut author, helped you as a person, like all the process and everything?
It helped me grow, actually. I mean, I am a much, I'd say, I mean, I'm much evolved now. I am patient. I'm less angry. And like I'm kinder. I'm more compassionate, to be very honest. That has helped me heal. I was broken, but now I have also decided to call me beautiful. So I'm broken but beautiful.
That's beautiful to hear as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so why the title, this title? Why?
Minuscule means tiny, small, and all my, as you can, you have read it, so you know that all my tales, all the stories are like less writing, and I've tried to convey more and more through less words. And while I was like searching through like what to name my book, and suddenly I just got this like minuscules because I mean, it resonates with the theme what I was writing, my book revolving around a theme. So all the stories you'll find are not more than 1 or 2 pages, even the short stories, and micro
Yeah.
tales. I mean, 25 or 30 words. So that's why I named it minuscules.
That's great to hear because when I started reading the book like a long back, I always wondered that why the name minuscules. So I'm
It's
glad
just because
to
of the
yeah
and
know that.
you just can read the whole book at one sitting. So if you're sitting with
Yeah,
the book, maybe 1 or 2 hours, and it will be like you can finish
yeah,
it. The whole
yeah.
journey, yeah. You can do it.
So I wanted to ask about the cover as well. So it's very simple, but it does
Yeah.
leave an impact. So why the
Black and
red
red.
feather?
Black and red. Black is my favorite color. And red feather, because feather, in a way, it symbolizes the pen.
Yeah.
And because my heart is bleeding. So I don't pour, I bleed through my writing. So that's why the color red.
Nice. Okay, so I we have chat about that, and you have mentioned that you are working on your second poetry collection.
Yeah, yeah. It's a poetry collection.
So,
Proper poetry collection. Yeah.
so can you share more about that?
I mean, it comprises 4 different parts, and it's named upon a bird that burns her ashes and then is reborn again. And it contains most of my confessions. So that way, I mean, I've tried to make it more raw, naked, uh, honest, so that I mean, each of my reader can really find each of the piece very relatable, very personal, because I don't show the romantic picture. I try to show the realistic picture. And for me, my scars, my pain, my bruises, these are real. So I try to show to my readers that the scars are, I mean, they are, you can feel that you're broken, you're sad, you're pained, you're aching, but you have to keep on moving. You have to be strong because broken is beautiful. You have to be strong and courageous, and you have to say this to yourself that yes, I can do it.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
Okay, so this question I also seen in the comment, and I wanted to ask you
Yeah.
as well. So when is it? The second book is gonna be out.
Hopefully this year, December. Hopefully this year.
Oh, we are looking forward to reading it.
Thank you so much. I mean, I'm working on the editing part, and then the covers and illustrations and everything.
Great, great. Okay, so you mentioned that you are an English teacher. So can
Hmm.
you share more about that? Like
I started,
how was
I started my journey as an English teacher back in 2013. When I was in class 11, I started like giving tuition to people. Only two, three children I taught. And then I took up a job as an English teacher in my school itself, where I was a student. And then I started like what can you say, collecting more and more children, more and more students. And then I mean, I had this opportunity of completing my B.Ed. So I had to leave my school. And then I started giving like private tuition. And now I got busy writing books and teaching and my hobbies. So I did not join any school after that.
okay? So you've been teaching for quite a long time now. That's great.
Yeah, 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 true.
So besides
And
writing, sorry, I just cut you off. You can continue.
no, no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, continue.
Okay, so besides writing and teaching, what else do you like to do? Like, what are your hobbies and stuff?
I like dancing. I really like dancing. And I can't say singing because I sing very bad. But yeah, yeah, I can't say also painting because I can't paint, but all those one-line drawings, all those minimalistic drawings, I try to. And I also like this newfound hobby, calligraphy. So I try to imitate, yeah, beautiful handwritings that keep me busy. And also read books.
Yeah, nice.
And what are your
So,
hobbies?
mine is writing, reading. I love traveling as well.
Okay, now the situation is such that we cannot go out of our houses.
I agree. I agree. It's been
Yeah,
quite hard, but yeah, I'm getting into cooking as well. So yeah, I'm trying new
okay.
stuff and stuff. Yeah. So pretty much it.
Experimenting.
Yeah, a bit. I'm learning the basics and even experimenting at the same time. So yeah.
So any
Okay.
traveling experience that you'd like to share?
Yeah,
I mean,
actually,
that
um, just before the lockdown, me and my one of my friend was traveling. Okay, we have traveled around 10 or 12 places in Gujarat. I am from Gujarat
okay,
only, so yeah, it
okay,
was amazing. We have traveled for like continuously 20 days, I guess. So yeah, it was
okay.
such an amazing experience. We are, starting our travel blog. So yeah, we traveled for
You
that
and your
and
friend.
just yeah, me and both of us together.
Okay.
So yeah, just before the lockdown only. And like our trip was not, it's like half completed, half left right now. Because
Yeah.
in the middle of when we were traveling, we got stuck into lockdown.
Okay. Then you had to come
Yeah,
back home. Like,
yeah. Actually, we were at my friend's place only at some different state because we had some work to do. But yeah, actually, I got stuck around 2.5 months. After that, only I could come back home. So yeah, it was quite an experience for me.
true, true.
Yeah.
So you
So
traveled
what
like around Gujarat, or like what are the
I
places
have
you went
traveled.
to?
Yeah, actually, right now, as of right now, I have traveled quite few places in India, but more on Gujarat because I'm from Gujarat and I've explored, I think, 70% of it. I don't know, maybe 60. So yeah, there are
Okay.
so much left to explore right now. So we'll see when the situation gets,
Improves, then we
normal,
can
we can.
continue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, there has to be so many people who want, they are writing and they are aspiring to be author, they are aspiring to publish their book. So do you have any advice for them?
I just want to tell them the first thing is to start writing. Second would be to read more, because if you cannot be a good reader, you cannot be a good writer. And third is to be fully prepared that you'll get rejected, but that should be the first step towards your success. Because getting rejected doesn't mean that okay, it's done with me. I cannot pull it through, or maybe no, this one is not for me. So getting rejected is the first step towards your success, because you will know that okay, so this obstruction is cleared, so let me just move forward. So these three are the most important lessons that I have learned. So I know that I'll be rejected, but okay, I'll keep on trying, because
Yeah,
that's what we can do.
you just have to keep on trying. Even
Exactly.
it's on, publishing or in any field, you will get rejected so many times, but you have to keep on trying. That's
Exactly.
that's what keeps going. So yeah, I would like to ask audience if they have any questions, so we can answer
Yeah,
it in
let's
here.
see. Sure, not a problem.
I had such a lovely time talking to you and knowing
Thank
more
you so
about
much for
yourself.
inviting also.
Of course, of course. It was such an because I was just also going through the book actually in the morning itself. So as I told that I have read it on like the end of 2018, I guess. I don't remember it quite, but yeah. So it was such a long time. Still, I could reconnect with the book. So that was like really nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I don't think there's. Yeah, the second book that you mentioned that is coming out. The name of the book is,
It's Phoenix.
yeah,
So
because
yeah, it's
I have seen it on the comments, but I was confused. So I just wanted to ask
yeah,
again.
Phoenix, because yeah, again, it's taking its rebirth. That's the only bird that can do it.
Okay. So I cannot. I don't think there's any questions for now, but they can. Anybody has any question, they can connect with you and ask.
Very true. Yeah, yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, so thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you so much, Zainab. Thank you so much for inviting me. It was lovely. It was such a lovely thing to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Same. I feel the mutual. Okay. As I mentioned, that I am looking forward to read your next book. So yeah, I'll
Sure,
keep an
sure.
eye
Let
out
it
for
just come out. Sure, sure.
it.
I'll be glad.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm
Bye
just
bye.
gonna
Take
end it
care.
right now. Okay, bye. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm gonna save this live on my IGTV if in case you just joined or you have missed a half of it or anything. So yeah, thank you so much for joining in. I had such a great time.